All right, y'all. Trying to find the WT assistant.
I'm over here.
Where's she at? Oh, there she is.
Hello.
Oh, what is that? Tell everybody what we're going to do.
Brisket.
What are we going to do to the brisket?
We're going to cook it.
We're going to prep it.
Yep. For
And
tomorrow.
get it on the smoker tonight for tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
All right, take over, assistant. All right, y'all. It's the first thing we're going to do. We're going to make sure our knife is nice and sharp so we can get rid of some of this hard fat off of this brisket.
Looks like it's got juice in there.
It does have juice in there. That's called meat juice.
Yee.
I'm going to keep up with the camera there, assistant. Don't be slacking. We don't come half-stepping with our weapon on safety in this house. Not in this WT house. So we got us a Costco brisket, y'all. Yeah, we just went with choice today because it is what it is. We got a 13.55 pound brisket. We're gonna get trimmed up, rubbed down, ready to go. I don't know if our tray here is quite big enough, so we're gonna get this out too, just to help us out here. So we are gonna be getting rid of a bunch of a hard fat.
Some people don't like fat that much.
Now, this one is trimmed up pretty nice already, so we're just gonna get rid of some of this here on the back side. This is why it's so important to have a good sharp knife. Get all this hard fat off of here without cutting a bunch of the meat off. And you can do this little hump here a couple of different ways. Some people leave it on there. I've left it on. I've cut it out. But as you can see, this thing is not flexing. So this little chunk of hard fat here has definitely got to go, because that will not render down much at all while we're cooking.
That one had a funny sound to it.
Mm-hmm. What kind of funny sound did it have?
It's like that sound. It sounded like gooey, gooey slime.
That's the fibers separating. This one's got a big old line of hard fat in there.
Ooh.
That don't look too bad there. I typically try and get rid of just about as much of this silver skin off of here as I can, because that can be a little tough. You just start working your knife in underneath it. Get it raised up a little bit just so you can grab a hold of it. And you just follow it down.
It must feel gooey.
Mm-hmm. Just underneath.
It's looking good now. Without all that fat.
We're still gonna leave some fat on it, sweetheart. Have to. Fat's what makes it taste better. Fat is what it's gonna break down while it's in the smoker and make it nice and juicy. And y'all can see here, we got this big old hunk of fat here. We're gonna cut that off of there too.
Yeah. We've got lazy smoke buddies.
Yeah, I know, they're lazy. Little smoking buddies.
Smoking buddy number 1 is taking a nap.
Now, if y'all can see this here, we got this whole fat cap here on the other side. I'm gonna start cutting from this side here because I can see it better. That way I don't get into the meat too much. I don't really want to get into the meat. Are you paying attention there, WT assistant?
Trying to make sure.
You got the camera going every which way but here.
Making sure smoke buddy number 2 doesn't get in trouble.
Do I have to have another assistant come help me?
No.
There's a lot of brown meat on this one.
Yeah.
We're going to cut that off too, because that's going to end up being tough. Some people like to do a aerodynamic. I don't really care about none of that nonsense. It's going to cook and it's going to be good regardless of what you do, as far as I'm concerned. I let the meat cook, let the smoker do the work, and that's it.
Smoke buddy number 2 gets into trouble.
Smoke buddy number 2 is just fine. So now y'all can probably maybe see this. See us all a little dark brown. We're just gonna go ahead and take all that off of there. Get us back to nice red meat. That looks a lot better.
That's a lot of fat you're taking off.
We got some more fat to take off too.
Yeah.
Some people like to trim these out to a 1/4 inch. I like to just kind of trim until I feel like we're good. But I like to expose that nice white fat.
All that white stuff's fat.
Yep, all this is fat.
Little
Try to
bits.
get rid of some of the brown.
You think I could feel it?
Yeah.
That's gooey.
Fat usually is gooey, honey. Fat is gooey.
It kind of feels like really weird gooey slime.
All right, back up a little bit. Show everybody what we're doing here.
When you took the fat up here, it kind of looks like purple a little bit.
Because it's got some myoglobin in it, which is just a fancy word for blood.
No. You said that, I thought that meant a different word, but I'm like, ew.
Now, when y'all find your process that works best for you, you go on and stick with it. This is my process. Everybody's process is a little different. Ain't no two the same. And nobody's is perfect, no matter what they say. It's whatever works for them and whatever they feel like gives them the best result. This is mine. All right, we look pretty good there. What y'all think? What you think, WT assistant?
I
That
think.
look pretty good.
Yep.
We got a hunk of fat here in the sink.
Ew.
Yes,
It
ma'am.
looks like a brain.
Yep, this looks like a little tenderloin. We could probably just throw that in a skillet with a little bit of butter, some salt and pepper, and eat that up later.
Sure.
All right, next up. Gonna rinse these hands off real quick.
Yep. And all that brain fat.
And we are gonna get our seasoning on.
Let's get that seasoning. Seasoning we have.
That's our seasoning, right here. Y'all might recognize this container, but that ain't what's in that container. SPG, salt, pepper, and garlic. That's all you need on a brisket. We don't need no binder. Get an in shot of that. Just salt, pepper, and garlic, y'all.
Smells good.
That's it. We don't need no binders. You don't need none of that nonsense unless you want to use it. I understand. People love using it.
But we do it. We do it.
We do it the classic way.
Pit.
Now, Texas is all about salt and pepper. As far as I know, they use garlic too. But this is what I use. We're gonna layer on. We got coarse black pepper, coarse ground salt, and garlic. One to one ratio. 1/3 of garlic, 1/3 of pepper, 1/3 of salt. That makes.
And it's much easier than just taking garlic, pepper, and salt all together and then doing it. That'd probably take forever.
It can.
But we've got one pre-made.
I like to lay it on thick around here. This is what's going to give you your bark. And the thicker you lay your seasoning on, the better that bark is going to get.
It kind of, if you powder it all up, it probably looks like a stone or a rock.
It might.
Because right now it does.
We're going to flip her on over. Do the other side.
It smells some. Oh, it smells so good. Imagine all of it being powdered. It looks like a really big rock.
Excuse me.
Bless you. Pepper make you sneeze? Good thing for me, pepper don't make me sneeze.
Excuse me. Now we're going to do what some folks might call a dry brine on this. But we're just going to let her rest here in the pan in the fridge for a few hours. And then we're going to come back and throw her on the smoker. That salt's going to help draw some of that moisture out. Don't worry, you ain't going to hurt nothing by doing it that way. But that salt's also going to help break down some of the muscle fibers and make this thing more and more tender.
That looks good.
All right, y'all. So we got WT Barbecue. We're going to sign out of here for a little bit. We got to finish getting this place cleaned up so we can have some Memorial Day fun tomorrow. Memorizing all the men and women that fought and died for our country so that we can have to enjoy the freedoms that we enjoy today, such as the 2A freedom, right there. 2A freedom, we can make our own choices. We can say things that we want to say. We can do the things that we want to do without hopefully somebody telling us we can't do it. So this celebration is in thanks for all the men and women that died to help us get to where we are today, the greatest, strongest country on this planet. So we'll see y'all here in a little while once we fire up the pit and get things moving.
And it's WT assistant.
We gone.